Hey guys, Logan here. We got a lot of news last night, 2 updates soon, and revealing a massive amount of changes for Battlefield 2042. So why wait, let's get right into the changes. Starting with update 2 that will release on Thursday this week, that's November 25th. In this update we are getting smaller changes such as improvements to the revive and the hovercraft getting nerfed. I made a separate video where I cover everything released in update 2, so go check that out after this one. Let's move on to update 3. The massive changes here are amazing. For starters, update 3 will arrive early December, and there are a lot of wonderful things here, so stay with me. Meanwhile, hit the like and subscribe. Here we go. The HUD is getting a real fix-up. This is really interesting. Added a UI list that shows nearby players can revive within 50 meters when downed. Added a UI list that shows incoming revivers when you're downed and pinged by a player that intends to revive you. So this is exactly like the older Battlefield games. When you're low on ammo or health, nearby friendly players within 50 meters will now show a resource icon above their head, indicating that they can provide you with health or ammo. Increased big map resolution for improved navigation. Added health bars on enemy vehicles and enemy soldiers when looked at. And all players' world icon will now scale over distance, making them smaller when far away in an effort to reduce icons cluttering on the screen. Time before revive completion is now visible for the down player when being revived. And they fixed an issue where friendly player icons would sometimes not be hidden when behind walls, causing a lot of icons to be consistently visible on the screen. Fixed an issue where friendly soldiers are missing their blue UI icon when a player is in a down state. Fixed an issue where some players' names doesn't show when looking at multiple soldiers/vehicles that are next to each other. They changed the visibility behavior of the fire mode icon in the HUD. This option will be called fire mode indicator and be under HUD options. They added an option to allow for disabling of the button prompts visible in the HUD. Added messages about which player healed you when you're getting healed by other players, and same thing for shared ammo when getting ammo from other players. Fixed an issue where IFF markers on squad members do not change with colorblind options, and improved visibility of the IFF marks over distance. Fixed an issue where IFF markers would not be visible when using low video settings. The user interface improved the collection screens, making them easier to use and clear as to what you're interacting with. Improve the ways in which you're able to manage your attachments via the collection screen to reduce the number of interactions you need to have when building your loadouts. Enhancements to our player card screen and end around screen to provide additional polish. Added new markers to make your newly unlocked items easier to find. Improved screen transitions when entering and returning to the main menu. And improved report a player flows, especially around toxicity and cheating reports. Matchmaking and friends. They improved the experience between EOR and the main menu. They improved matchmaking reliability and reduced instances of matchmaking failed. Improved crossplay invite flows. Fixed rich present update issues, ensuring that your friends are better able to track where you are in the game. Addressed servers getting stuck in unresponsive game states where rounds failed to properly start. And fixes the friend invitations for players on PC. That last one is amazing. Progression and unlocks. Introducing the weekly missions, providing set of challenges to reward cosmetics unlocks. Added first match bonuses of 1000 Hazard Zone credits for Hazard Zone. Fixed an issue that was not properly awarding XP for Angel resupplies. Improved overall XP rank tracking and reliability. Improved mastery rank tracking and improved reliability on player card tracking. Rendering. Addressed a variety of visually flickering and stuttering issues. Improvements to water rendering when aiming down sight. Addressed multiple graphical issues affecting water reflections. Fixed reflections in kaleidoscope for late joining players. Addressed issue with character rendering for late joiners. Improvements to artifacts affecting DLSS implementation. Okay, going over to maps here. Over 150 individual fixes, small changes and improvements across all the maps. Improved level geometry issues across all levels, addressing issues such as players getting snagged or trapped. Resolved multiple spawning issues, visual glitches such as lens flares, visible seams in Skydome. Resolved a large number of collision and placement issues, and addressed issues affecting local audio placement in multiple maps. Battlefield Portal is seeing some changes, the builder additions, rush game mode now layouts for all 2042 all-out warfare maps, through Portal, new official vehicle team deathmatch template, new official team and free-for-all gunmaster templates, new official infection template, and rules editor added the ability to detect what players were killed in order to apply additional logic. UX improvements added server info to the pause screen, added support for server admins to write periodic server messages, added support for reporting a server from the pause menu, and a series of visual, audio and gameplay improvements to weapons, vehicles and gadgets. So what about Conquest then? Tuned information spamming in Conquest, reducing the amount of messages that appear in the world log. In particular, we reduced messages about flag state changes so they're not as distracting. And Breakthrough. They tuned the capture times for Breakthrough, improved out of bounds defender spawning in Breakthrough to ensure that you're able to more consistently spawn in safety. Improvements to Breakthrough's UI to enable you better track round progress in the form of Game Mode widget. The Game Mode widget is also visible inside the scoreboard, displaying only when playing Breakthrough, and also on Rush, to put emphasis on the sectors and attackers' reinforcements. Elapsed time is now added and trackable in both scoreboard and deploy screen, and they added a pulsating effect on the Team 1 attacker score and progress bar when their tickets are 25% of their initial tickets. This is also present in the GMV in the HUD, score and deploy screen for both Rush and Breakthrough. Battlefield Hazard Zone. Improvements to visual presentation of Hazard Zone currency system in front end. Added an animation and audio cue when a player's remaining balance changed in Hazard Zone lobby. Modify squad and player screen in Hazard Zone to only show your squad. Modify scoreboard to no longer show players connected in Hazard Zone to elevate tension experienced. Improved extraction zone smoke visibility. Added additional flares to extraction point, offering players better visibility of extraction area, as well as providing additional cover. Added vibration in Hazard Zone to pre-placed intel locations. Initial data capsules now have a chance to contain several data drives. Resolved an issue with present scoring and Hazard Zone. Improvements to the intel scanner accuracy and enemy identification. Resolve an issue where two teams could extract simultaneously in Hazard Zone. And resolved inconsistency in warning to alert players that they are being scanned in Hazard Zone. Resolved capacity issues with intel collection in Hazard Zone. And made it easier to interact with the intel pickups. Added distances readout on the next extraction point in Hazard Zone. Improved Hazard Zone end of round camera placement. There we got a lot of changes to Hazard Zone. Moving over to General. A fix for missing loadouts. Sometimes seen when first loading into a server and seeing blank boxes on the deploy screen. That's getting fixed. Modified recent player screen to include everyone from previous match to allow for easier user reporting. Improved interaction point system. Switch the default interact text into multiple interaction to reflect the action you're about to do, like opening a container and call elevator. Kaleidoscope server room lighting issue is resolved. Resolved an issue related to the velocity and trajectory while spawning in jets. Improved helicopter animation in level flybys during insertion. Improvements to address an issue where players get killed in vehicles will fall beneath the level geometry. And improvements to streaming assets in deploy screen presentation. Dynamic world improvements. Addressed issues for VFX affecting late joiners. Made improvements to correctly align the bridge behavior on Kaleidoscope for late joiners to the match. Made improvements to correctly align the destruction silo state for late joiners on Renewal and Orbital. Improved interaction of SG-36 sentry gun and elevators. Quality of live fixes and improvements to interact prompts. Tornado and smoke visual effects improvements. Resolved a large number of collision issues with large-scale animation events. Improved location-based sandstorm audio experience and improvement to the destruction audio as well. And for last year, adjustment to the timing of automatic doors. Okay, vehicles. They fixed issue where missile countermeasures sometimes didn't work. Made exit position from vehicles more consistent. Made improvements to control the vibration for vehicles. Fixed an issue where the Nightburst rockets hitting the ground can appear frozen. I've seen that many times. Fixed an issue where a player driving the hovercraft cannot be shot through the front window. And added an option to have a vehicle boost as toggle or hold. Fixed an issue where vehicles took double damage when getting hit through the glass. And improved TOW missile projectiles flying behavior. Balanced Nightbird minigun spread build-up and convergence. Remove blast impulse on attack helicopters anti-vehicle rocket which caused nudging of vehicle on hit. Fix the F-35E Panther repair system ability missing for customization. Fixed an instance where vehicles sometimes would be stuck on world geometry. Gadgets no longer pause their cooldown when the players enter the vehicle. And fixed an issue when a player dies in a vehicle which allowed the camera to go underground. Okay, are you still with me? Here we have the weapons. Reduced spread globally when zoomed and moving, and improved stationary zoomed accuracy for many weapons. Spread now decreases faster and earlier when pacing shots. This means that more success with single fire or short burst. Increased PP29 vertical recoil to ensure the weapon does not overperform when engaging outside its intended combat range. Fixed an issue where the spread would be too high when trying to fire while zoomed right after sprinting for some portal weapons. And reduced effectiveness of the NTV-50 against vehicles. Fixed the 8x scope for having faster ADS time than others. Fixed the M44 revolver chambering an extra bullet. Fixed an issue where soldier is unable to shoot after getting hacked while in a vehicle. And the reduced switchback to weapon delay after throwing grenades. The bots are getting these fixes. They fixed issues where bots sometimes did not revive players. They improved bots' helicopter handling, combat behaviors and game mode behaviors as well. And here is audio. Improved reliability on various abilities sound when off screen, such as reviving, the ballistic shield, flares, wingsuit, vehicle smoke discharges and system repairs. Switch lock on warning sound when incoming missile warning sound. Improved weapon mix for enemies firing at the player. Generally tweak content and mix for distant weapons, improving audibility at range, preventing warning sounds and transmission sounds from continuing when a vehicle has low health. Oh my god, that's a lot of changes, and you know what, I said them all, I read them all, just because I think they're all so important. These are things that should have been in the game on release. It's so good we're gonna get this in the update 3 that will come in early December. But there are actually additional fixes and tweaks for the different specialists, but that will have to wait until next video. Tell me what changes you're looking forward to most in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more content and hit that like if you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in my next one. This is Logan signing out.